Was ist los? It's your German boy here, and welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings. And summer vacation has officially begun. So we're free to clock in as many hours as possible to really get into our grind set and finish this glider project. So let's just not waste any time and jump right into it, shall we? Then the sun went down. About the same time, Ageha, who'd been to the robot club for a while, came back and said, "Alright, here we go." In other words, it's time to show what our camping here is all about.
邪魔するぞー
Huh? An-chan?
よ、葵
Carrying a big watermelon under his arm as he came into the garage was An-chan.
お邪魔します。
Behind him was Hotaru.
あんちゃん、どうしたの？
差し入れだお前んとこのおばさんがくれたんだけどうちじゃ食い切れそうにないから持ってきた
An-chan says right, as if asking Hotaru to confirm his story. Hotaru must be the one who'd brought that big watermelon to An-chan's house. Passing the watermelon to me, An-chan looks around inside the garage.
あんま変わってないなごちゃごちゃと汚いまんまだ
An-chan? Have you been here before?
ああ昔な
An-chan graduated from this school. That's why it's not really that strange, but this garage is in a place far from the school building. An-chan walks further inside. Inside was Amane, muttering and looking at the drawing board. She was so deep in concentration, she didn't notice at all what was going on.
効力を抑えるには、やはりここの局面を。
相変わらずだなあまね
Realizing that An-chan was looking at her, Amane raised her head. Her expression looked like she was completely taken aback.
達也。
よ
達也じゃないか。
久しぶりだな
As An-chan spoke to her, Amane got out of her chair and walked round and round him. Then she pats him on the shoulder.
ほんとだ、達也だ。久しぶりだな。
Small world, ain't it?
なになに？どういうこと？さあ。
That's what I want to know, too. It seems that these two are old acquaintances. Hotaru starts cutting the watermelon with one of the utility knives used in our book.
懐かしいな。けど、どうしたんだ、急に。
前に葵からグライダーの部品がいるって頼まれてなそれでもしかしてって思ったんだ
はいはい、質問
Kotori puts her hand straight up.
どうぞお嬢さん
二人は知り合いなんですか
Ageha and I wanted to ask too, but somehow found it hard to ask. Whereas Kotori just went straight in and did it anyway. Nice.
ああ俺はここの卒業生であまねとは同期だったんだ
Ageha and I count An-chan's age on our fingers.
ほんとだ、同い年だ。
An-chan, who'd started working, and Amane, who was still a student. However, there was no mistake in it. These two were the same age.
卒業してから会ってなかったけどまだ続けてたんだな
An-chan smiles as he speaks.
まだ目指してるのか
ああ。この目であの雲の回廊を見るまではやめられないからな。
そうかそうだったな
Somehow, it feels like we can't join in with this conversation. And then,
追加切れたよ。
Hotaru put the watermelon on a dish, the one that Kotori made, and brought it over.
ちょっと不格好になっちゃったけど。
Because she tried to cut it with a utility knife, the shapes of the slices are a little strange. It still tastes the same though. Everyone picks up a slice and takes a big ass bite.
冷えてないけど、甘い。ほんとだ、甘い。先輩も、どうぞ。ありがとう。
Hamane takes a slice of watermelon offered to her by Hotaru.
スイカか。久しぶりに食べるな。何年ぶりだろう。
As she says that, she seems a little lost as to how to eat it, and looking around at everyone else, she copies the way we do it and takes a big bite. I also eat it in the same way, taking bites and not worrying about manners. When it's summer, you just gotta have watermelon. No wonder all those flavors keep popping up around then, even with Monster.
達也は今、どうしてるんだ？
実家の工場で働いてるよ。
ああ、例の。この間、雑誌で取り上げられてるのを読んだぞ。あんちゃん雑誌に載ったの？
俺じゃないよ。うちの工場が載ったんだ。
What kind of article was it?
日本の町工場が NASA からロケットの部品を受注しているっていう記事だった。町工場でロケット作ってるの？
機械じゃうまく作れない部品があるんだ。そういうのをうちの職人さんたちが作ってる。
Do you make some too, An-chan?
記事に載った仕事は俺も手伝ったよ。
確か打ち上げは成功して、もうすでに宇宙を飛んでるんだったな。あんちゃんが作った部品が宇宙を飛んでるんだ。
That's just so incredible. It feels really mysterious.
あんちゃんの話聞いてたらうずいてきちゃった。浜根さん、続きやるよ。
Kotori, who was still halfway through her watermelon, ate the rest of it in one go and went after Ageha.
早くこの子を飛ばそう。
いい雰囲気じゃないか。
ああ、まるであの頃に戻ったみたいだろ。
そうだな。
これでどう？
ん？ああ、いいんじゃないか？
姫木さん、いいって。あんちゃん、こっちも見てよ。
おう、待ってろ。
After everyone had eaten the watermelon, An-chan and Hotaru helped with the rest of the work in the garage. Having a couple extra hands was a big help, and after all, An-chan is a pro. He showed us how to do things, which was really encouraging. Thanks to that, we got an unexpected amount of work done. Just from the work we did today, we have been able to shorten the schedule, haven't we?
4、5日分は進んだかも。あなたたちのあんちゃんさんは化け物ね。どうやったらあんな風にできるのかしら。
As we spoke together, Amane was sitting away from us by herself, watching us. I go over to her for some reason.
賑やかだな。
This is the first time this many people have gathered here. Amane closes her eyes a little. She smiles happily.
そうか。葵くんと達也は幼馴染だったのか。
I was surprised too that you and An-chan know each other.
達也は君たちの先輩になるんだぞ。うちの元部員だからな。
What's that you say? From what I heard as our conversation, I thought that might have been the case.
先に卒業してしまったからな。あの機体のコックピットをレストアしたのは達也なんだ。私と違って手先が器用だったからな。達也が作っていれば主力が折れることもなかったろう。
Is that so? I didn't know, but I had been touching something An-chan had left behind. But why didn't Anchan tell me that he used to be a member of the soaring club? Is it just because he didn't think there was any need to tell me? Or is there some other reason?
葵、サボってないで手伝え。そうよ、今日中にやれるだけやるんだから。
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go help.
あ、
As I go to join the circle of people, Amane smiles as she watches me go. And so, our camping went on late into the night.
それじゃあ、俺たちはそろそろ帰るよ。ホタルの門限もあるしな。
Anchan came here in a small truck from the factory, and it seems like he's gonna drop Hotaru off on the way home.
今日はありがとう、あんちゃん。おかげで助かったよ。ありがとうございました。
Following Agea, Kotori also bows her head. Speaking of which, I've never seen Kotori be so polite before.
何？お前たちのためならいつだって力になるさ。それに、久しぶりに学生時代に戻ったみたいで楽しかった。またな、アマネ。
ああ、また。ホテル、お母さんに遅くなるって言っといて。うん、わかった。
Taking Hotaru with him, Anchan left. The usual members were still here.
さて、私らも引き上げる準備しますかね。そうね、樹脂が固まるまでやることないし。天音先輩は今日も残っていくんですか？ああ。
Amane answers as she goes back to the seat by the drawing board.
天音ちゃんっていつも何時頃帰ってるの？
On most days, she stays here working even after the rest of us have gone home. Now that you mention it, she's always here before we are in the mornings.
そうだな。
What time do you get here?
さあ。
She's already got half her attention on the drawing board, so doesn't really put much effort into her answer.
さあって。はっ！まさか。
At that moment, everyone arrived at the same answer. Amane, you don't go home, do you?
っていうか、ここに住んでる？ああ。
I recalled the conversation I'd had with her a few days ago. Yesterday, I went back home for the first time in ages. Yeah, that's what she said. I misunderstood. I thought that she usually lives alone and hadn't been back to her house in a long time.
家が遠いんだ。ここには椅子も机もあって不便がないからな。不便でしょ？ベッドもお風呂もご飯もないし。風呂なら体育館にシャワーがあるぞ。ご飯は学食へ行けばいい。いやいや、学食はお昼休みだけだし、だいたいもう夏休みでやってないし。
I thought that must be why she's always so hungry. Damn.
もしかしてあまねちゃん、もうずっとそんな生活してるんじゃ。
Kotori asked cautiously.
そういやそうだな。
This is no good. We need to do something about this, quickly. So that's how it is, Mom.
空き部屋なら好きに使っていいわよ。夏休みも管理してくれてるんだから、そのくらいのわがままは聞いてあげるわ。
Dankeschön. Come on in, Amane.
お邪魔します。
Everyone had forcibly brought Amane to the dormitory. There are a lot of empty rooms here now, and since most of the boarders had gone home, it wouldn't be causing much of an inconvenience.
飛び噂。
Amane stares at the entrance lobby, which is far more grand than you'd expect for a student dormitory. Speaking of which, it seems that Amane already knew about Flying Fish Manor. it's probably because Isuka was living here before.
Quack, quack!
Sensing that Kotori had come home, Hat come out to welcome her. As usual, he went to sit on Kotori's lap, but...
ハトじゃないか。Quack.
Amane goes over to Hat and starts stroking his head.
元気だったか、ハト。クワクワ。お前、まだここにいたのか。ハトのこと知ってるの？ああ、知ってるぞ。この子はイスカが連れてきたんだ。そうなの？
When Kaneko was talking about Hat before, she said it wasn't clear who started keeping Hat here, or when he was first brought here. So this duck was brought here by Isuka? It wasn't really a big mystery or anything, but now that it's been so easily cleared up, Ageha seems kind of disappointed.
いいなぁ。みんなでここに住むんだ。あなたも泊まっていけばいいじゃない。部屋はいっぱいあるんだから。いいの？
There's only one room that you can use straight away, though. There are some that I haven't been able to clean, so they smell a bit moldy, and there are others used as storage space. There's no air conditioning either, so the living conditions in the other rooms would probably be pretty crap.
葵の部屋に泊めてもらうってわけにもいかないか。
Of course not. We're not kids anymore.
昔よく泊まりっこしたよね。
Staying over at each other's houses is something we'd always do during the summer holidays.
それなら、やっぱいい。なんでもない。
Don't be like that. Tell us what you were gonna say.
私の部屋に泊まればいいんじゃない？やっぱなし。今のなし。いいの？いいわよ。別に私は困らないし。ベッドは一つしかないけど、ひばり姉が泊まるとき用の布団とかあるし。泊まる！
Ageha unexpectedly jumps at the chance as Kotori nervously replies.
そういうわけだから。
Alright then. Well, as of today, this is where we'll be lodging. And that's how it went.
というわけだから、ホタル、お母さんに言っといて。そう。葵んとこ。じゃあ、よろしくね。
After a late dinner, Ageha got in contact with her parents. She asked Hotaru, who'd been taken home already by Anchan, to tell them, because she might have been scolded if she'd told them directly. Normally, it wouldn't be a problem for her to stay as a dormitory, but it was kind of out of the blue.
いい湯だった。
Said Kaneko, who was over there, somewhere, just vibing.
裸のお姉さん。ちゃんと下着つけてるけど。
I've told you so many times not to wander around looking like that.
だって暑いんだもん。それよりお風呂空いたよ。
Okay, Ageha and the others can go first. I'll go in there last.
はーい。
Oh, yeah, I'll leave Kotori with you.
頼むって何を？いいってそういうの。
You don't need to be shy about it. You're always saying how you want to have a long soak in the bath.
遠慮じゃないもん。
Kotori looked embarrassed, but Ageha didn't ask what this was all about. She just pushed Kotori's wheelchair along like it was no big deal.
さあ、行こう、小鳥。
And Kotori was surprised that Ageha was so unfazed about it all.
やっぱ慣れ慣れしかった？ ことない。名字だと長いし、あまり語呂良くないし、呼びにくいでしょ。だから、呼びやすい方で呼んでくれれば。ハバネ、小鳥。長さは同じじゃないか？
Amane, without realizing, really put her foot in her mouth.
さんをつけろ！このデコスケちゃん野郎！
Ooh. Amane reeled back like he'd just been flicked really hard in the forehead.
小鳥が怒った。
These days, I feel like she's becoming more and more impolite towards Amane, but it can't really be helped in this case.
じゃあ、小鳥で。
Yeah, that was kind of a fuck up on Amane's part. I'll condone Kotori's actions this time. Said Ageha, she looked at Kotori like she was trying to appease her somehow.
そして、アゲハ。それじゃあ、お風呂行きましょうか。あまね先輩も行きましょう。行こう。
The girls followed each other into the bathroom. As I saw them off, I mumbled to myself, "Way to go, Kotori." I kind of felt like a parent watching over his child as she grows up.
やっぱ広いお風呂はいいわね。気持ちいいな。
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna put something kinda this way, and I don't think I can show some of this on YouTube. That's...
どうした小鳥？もっとこっちへ来たらどうだ？
Oh, I'm really playing with fire here. Shit. You know what? I'm just gonna... My monetization is safe. Okay, here we go. You guys didn't exactly miss much, so I'm just gonna jump right back into it.
気持ちよかった。私はちょっとのぼせちゃったかも。
The three girls get out of the bath, stand in front of the electric fan, open the fridge, and pour some barley tea. You were in the bath for a really long time, weren't you? I could hear voices coming from inside. What were you talking about? From the hallway, I could hear laughing and screaming coming from there from time to time. I couldn't catch exactly what they were saying, but it sounded like...
秘密ねえ、小鳥。そうよ、男子禁制。
I worry when they say it like that. The fuck were they talking about?
さてと、寝る準備をしましょうか。
I hear Kotori's wheelchair squeaking as she moves off behind me, and Ageha goes with her.
それじゃあ、おやすみ。おやすみなさい。
Yeah, gute Nacht. I watched them leave and then run myself a bath. Amane, are you going to bed too? I just finished getting your room ready. Amane had already laid out the plans on the dining hall table and was holding a glass of milk in one hand while looking at the designs she was holding in the other. It seemed like she wouldn't hear me whatever I said, so I decided to go ahead and take a bath anyway.
皆様、長い間ご迷惑をおかけしておりましたが、私、姫木あげは、本日よりソアリング部に完全復帰いたしま
small round of applause echoes around the garage, because we are back in business, baby. You were so close. If you'd won 2 more matches, you would have gotten through to the prefectural qualifiers.
いやー、それは高望みってもんでしょう。
In the local qualifiers of the robot contest that were held yesterday, Ageha and her team of juniors lost in the 3rd match. If a team wins in the 4th match, they gain the right to enter the national championship. Losing in the 3rd round is the kind of result that makes it hard to say whether they came close or not, but in the next match, the team that beat Ageha's team won.
小鳥も応援に来てくれてありがとう。すごい悔しかった。
Since Ageha was in 2 clubs at the same time, when we had any time to spare, we'd go and help the robot club. On the day of the contest, we helped carry the equipment and went to the contest venue. It was the first time I'd been to see the robot contest, but it was pretty interesting. The teams weren't just there to win, they also wanted to do their best to show their ideas and how great their bots were. Even when they gave a performance that might put them at a disadvantage in the match, they didn't ease up. When I saw this, I felt like I'd begun to understand how Ageha became so obsessed with it.
それから天音先輩、お手伝いしてくださってありがとうございました。あれ、天音ちゃんも何かしたの？私は別に何も。何度か見に来てくれて、設計の問題点を改善してくれたり、アイデアを提供してくれたりしたの。天音先輩、すっごいんだよ。やっぱ発想が違うっていうかさ。へえ、天音ちゃん、私らに隠れてそんなことしてたんだ。
I had no idea. I don't know if she'd do that.
私も何かできることはないかと思ったんだ。みんな、天音先輩と一緒にものづくりができて、いい刺激になったって喜んでました。欲が出ちゃったみたいで、次は優勝するんだって気合入りまくりでしたよ。それはよかった。
It's good that they want to win. If you don't aim for the top, you can't win in the matches.
それから、もう一つ重大な報告があります。
Ageha spoke in a formal tone.
私、昨日をもってロボット部を退部してまいりました。へー！本当なのか？実は前から決めてたんです。ロボット作りもいいけど、今はグライダーの方が楽しいんで。というわけで、今後はこっち一本で行きますので、よろしく。
We all let out a big cheer, and the garage was filled with a much more rapturous applause this time.
ってことは、いよいよ主翼制作ラストスパートね。葵はパイロット訓練に戻ってちょうだい。
Nine, it's okay. I can help too.
ダメ。主翼が完成したら速攻でテストフライトするんだから。それまでに操縦を完璧に覚えること。パイロット譲ってやったんだからビシッと決めてもらうわよ。
Issue. I have a role to fulfill. Finally, the first test flight is just around the corner. We've come such a long way. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off here, and because I feel like next time we're actually getting this bird in the air. So, till then, it's been your German boy. Auf Wiedersehen.